Hi, welcome to BizSight, and more specifically to BizSight Manufacturing. Today we're going to talk about how you can issue material to a work order. To do this, we're going to start in the manufacturing side, clicking on the manufacturing tab. We'll create a new work order for our example. We'll pick Bicycle Pro Lite, one of our manufacturer items. Go ahead and key in a quantity of 35. You can change the due dates. You can select a customer that this is going to. And if you select the material tab, the bill of material tab, it will show you the material that will be used to make 35 of these Bike Super Pro lights. And also when you need them by. Typically our need date is based on when the work order starts. The operation here will show you the steps when it starts and when it is due to be done. Okay. We also have that column called the count point. These two, the M and the Y, get into a slightly advanced concepts of material issue called backflushing. The M count point basically says that if I were to report any activity against this particular operation step called 10, then all the material that is assigned to it or prior to it will be automatically issued in whatever quantity is reflected in the bill of material. The Y count point is kind of a completion point where when you report activity against that, the parent item gets put into inventory. And so they kind of work together to automatically issue material and automatically put the finished good into stock. Okay. So for our exercise here, we are going to focus more on the manual issue part of it. So we're going to go into the production activity where we will select this work order, 1058. And you will see the material that came in from the bill of material. So this is what we are working with. So what we're going to do here is you see the finished quantity and the issue quantity, right? So here what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to issue material to make 12 bicycles. So when you do that, the system in the grid calculates the material required to make 12 bicycles or a Bike Super Pro Lite. Notice up there you need 2 wheels, so there's 24, a quantity of 24. And you can override that quantity if you want to factor in scrap or rejects or just override that quantity for whatever reason. Okay, let's go and save and close. We're going to come back and do another issue. Let's just pretend that at a different point in time you're actually issuing a quantity of another worth another 10. But one of the things you notice here is what we issued before shows up under the prior issue column in the grid. Okay? So it keeps an accumulation of what you've already issued. So at any given point, you know how much you've issued. So we're going to use our new quantity of 10 and notice that the calculation again for 10 bikes, once again, you can override that. Okay. So again, it's 10 material worth are enough to make 10 Bike Super Pro lights. So now if you also have the ability to add reject quantities, you have the ability to add scrap quantities, and reject is basically it's good until it's called bad, and scrap is just called bad. Both are treated as additional issues in the system, and if you choose any one of them, you've got to assign a reason code. So now we're going to go back into the work order to see these transactions, because the work order 1058 will actually show you all the material that has accumulated against it. Okay, so I'm going to click on the fourth tab, transaction. There is our material. Okay, let's go ahead and close it. This information is also available under inventory transactions. So anything that affects inventory is tracked through inventory transactions, and there is our transaction. Inventory transaction is kind of the heart, whether it's invoicing or purchasing, wherever. Anything that affects inventory goes through this transaction list. And here, anything that is work order related, even though we didn't complete any parent completions, the first two transactions reflect the material issue. So if you click on one of them, even though the transaction quantity says 0, which is the parent quantity, we have issued 12 bicycle worth of components. Okay, hopefully this has given you a quick tour of our material issue process. If you have additional questions, do not hesitate to contact us. And again, thanks for watching.